We're going to turn now to the protests, or rather actually a repercussion of the protests, and it's a pretty big one. You might have seen it. The headline today, Portland State University is disarming campus police officers starting this fall.
And the right thing is to patrol our campus unarmed. Unarmed patrol will start this fall. We will still protect the campus. We will still provide police services. We will still have police officers, but we will do so unarmed. Understand and recognize that some of the communities that have been treated fairly are not equitable. This is uncharted territory, but it's the right thing to do. It's the right time to do at PSU.
Now, speaking of timing, this has been a long and complicated issue for Portland State University, especially after a controversial, deadly police shooting on campus just a few years ago.
So how did we get here? In 2015, the Portland State Board of Trustees voted to arm campus police, joining schools like OHSU, Oregon State, and U of O that already allowed their officers to carry guns. The argument was that armed Portland police officers were already on PSU's campus, so by replacing them with armed campus officers, the school would have more control over policing, and the officers would be better trained than Portland police to interact with students. But a lot of people protested, saying PSU officers should stay gun-free, especially given the 2014 police shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, among many others nationwide. Fast forward to 2018. PSU police shot and killed a man named Jason Washington on campus. Witnesses say he was trying to break up a fight, and he had a concealed carry permit, and his gun fell out of its holster and landed on the ground. When he reached to pick it up, officers shot and killed him. A grand jury ruled the shooting was justified because the officers were acting in self-defense. The calls to disarm campus police grew louder and louder. In October 2019, PSU decided to keep armed officers on campus, but added more who were unarmed. Now, following the police killing of George Floyd and national conversations about police violence and systemic racism, the school has decided to disarm campus police starting this fall. And that's how we got here.